Awesome here, and welcome to another video of me talking about a bunch of movies that we didn't seen. So yeah, we've got a couple to talk about. We've got like 7 or 8. I'm gonna be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem, Blue Beetle, My Adventures with Superman, so good. Meg 2, The Trench, I Am Groot Season 2, The Nun II, and Elemental. So this might take a minute, so I'm just gonna jump right in. We're gonna start with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem, bro. This movie was fucking peak. Okay, I can't even lie. This is my favorite Ninja Turtles movie now. Like, it was my favorite one was the original one, like the first one, and now it's this one. Like, this movie is so good. Like, spoilers, by the way, spoilers for this movie if you haven't seen it yet. You should watch it. It's fucking awesome. But I just loved the Ninja Turtles in this one. Like, they were so funny, and like, dude, some of it was like so relatable, and I love how they were all really portrayed like teenagers. Cause like, I like all the Ninja Turtle movies, well, except Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. That movie's ass, but I like all of them besides that one. And but like, this one, they really feel like teenagers. They really act like teenagers. Like, it was crazy, and it was so funny. There's this scene where Leonardo's like, go to high school, maybe get a girlfriend. And Donatello's like, with your Riz, not likely. Dude, I started dying. You okay? I started dying, bro. That shit was so funny. And like, that shit was hilarious. And they were also funny. And like, like, fucking Superfly, dude, he was funny too. And I just love Ice Cube, so like, that's probably why. That was part of the reason why I love him, because I just love Ice Cube. But like, dude, he was a good villain. And when he turned into that giant mutant thing at the end, I was like, oh my god. It's like, what the fuck? And you get some new stuff for April in this one, because she's not a reporter yet in this one. But I really liked April in this one. And even though the puke stuff was weird, I was like, oh. I was like, this is gross. But yeah, and I expected there to be more of Baxter Stockman, but we didn't actually get that much of him. Just because he's voiced by, I don't know how to say his name, but dude from Breaking Bad, dude from Mandalorian, that guy. He played Moff Gideon. I don't really know how to pronounce his name, I'm sorry. But he would crush in a superhero role. They should cast him. I know he said he talked to like Marvel or DC about it, maybe like Professor X or something, or like Magneto or some shit. I think people were saying, but yee. But back to Ninja Turtles. This movie was awesome, and dude, all the fight scenes were great. Like, there's that montage where they're playing that song, and dude, that shit was just awesome. And there's a scene, I think it's one of the first fight scenes. They're fighting in that garage, and Michelangelo's in the car, and you hear him press the radio, and "Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go" comes on from Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. I was like, oh, when I heard that. That's so funny. I was like, oh shit. I was like, they should have known they'd throw that in there. Oh, it's so funny. And then they watched fucking Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which I've never seen that movie. But it's in its live action, so it's like you just see live action in this fucking animated world. Oh, and I love Splinter. Splinter was great, bro. I love Splinter. Jackie Chan did a great job as Splinter. He was so funny. And he got with that girl at the end, and they were making, I was like, what the fuck? And most of the bad guys turned good. Like, even Bebop and Rocksteady, like, because they're usually the bad guys. I was actually surprised that they all turned bad, which, like, it didn't bother me. I was like, oh, this is a cool change. Because they did change some stuff. It's not all, like, the same. Because, like, all of them are created, all the bad guys are created by the same dude, Baxter Stockman, and I don't think that's usually their origin, you know? But, Michael, what the fuck you doing? But, yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was dope. And the other villains weren't really in it that much. Like, in like Ray Fillet, like, I thought he was gonna be in it more just because he's voiced by Post Malone. But all he really does is just sing his own name. It didn't bother me. I just say it's funny. But yeah, I just love this movie. I thought it was so good. Like, I want to watch it again. Like, it was a great movie, and it was hilarious. And dude, when they did the thing about Splinter wanting the party size Core Ranch Doritos, I was like, yeah, bro, literally that is me. Literally. Splinter is literally me in that part. This shit was funny. But, ooh, in that credit scene, bro. Ooh, man, that credit scene where they tease Shredder. Dude, his design is awesome. I can't wait for the sequel, bro. And apparently they're doing a show with the same voice cast. Hey man, I'm there for both of those, man. That's gonna be raw. Hell yeah. But dude, Mutant Mayhem was fire, and I really liked it. I'm gonna give it like 4.5 stars. I feel like there should be more to talk about, but I don't know. What else? Oh my God, no. That was funny when they were chopping the mountains. That was funny. And Paul Rudd as Genghis Frog, I think. Or no, was he? No, Genghis Frog was someone else. Wasn't he? Was he Mondo Gecko? Was that Paul Rudd? Was that his character's name? Shit. I think it was. But dude, he was so funny. He was Mondo Gecko. That was his name. He was so funny, dude. Like, I loved him. And like when his tail came off, and he was like, dude, Michelangelo was like, dude, your tail. And he goes, oh, don't worry, it grows back. Just in the middle of all this chaos. That shit was so funny. And he was like the funniest character. That shit was funny. Oh my God. And oh, and when, dude, there's at the end when like New York starts to help all the Ninja Turtles, dude, it reminded me of Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man with Tobey. You messed with one of us, you messed with all of us. That's what it reminded me of, bro. Like when Green Goblin's flying by and they start throwing shit at him. That's what it reminded me of, bro. I was like, this is Spider-Man, and they're both in New York. Oh, I just love Spider-Man. But yeah, that shit was fire. All right. Next, we'll talk about Blue Beetle. I don't even know if this movie is still in the theater, but if it is, please go see it, please. I need this movie to do well because I need my boy Blue Beetle to come back. I need it. Blue Beetle, dude, this movie is amazing. Spoilers, by the way. Dude, this movie is peak. I adore this movie. This is like my 5th favorite movie of the year, maybe. Like, it might be top 5 of the year. Like, this movie is fire. Blue Beetle is such a cool character, and I've loved him ever since I was like 5 years old, because my first exposure to Blue Beetle was Batman the Brave and the Bold, that old cartoon. I remember I was watching it and an episode with Blue Beetle came on, and I've just loved him ever since then. I was like, this is raw, dude. Blue Beetle, I mean, no, and say that back then, but I was like, holy shit. Blue Beetle is awesome, and he finally got his own movie, and it's so good, and I really hope James Gunn, put him in the new DCU, please, because you could totally do that. I mean, I know they talk about Batman, Superman, and Flash, but you could totally have them be established in the new DCU by the time Blue Beetle was a thing. So like, come on, bro, that would be so fire. Because, bro, and like this movie was it was funny, it was awesome. I might have cried a little bit when but bro, this movie is awesome, and the effects, like Blue Beetle's suit, when it came on, it looked like it hurt like a bitch, but it looked cool. And he was in space, and and then that bad guy, I don't remember the bad guy's name, but that fight at the end was crazy. And then there was that bubble gum that like blew up and shit. Like, okay, what was up with that? And Ted Kord, that credit scene, he alive. That's also why I need more of this. Ted Kord is alive. I need more Blue Beetle. I need a Blue Beetle 2. I need a Blue Beetle 3. I need him to be in the new DCU. Bro. Come on. And bro, his dad died. I was like, no. And then they do that scene later where he sees him in like that afterlife thing. Dude, that's when I cried. I was like, what the fuck? Or wait, I don't remember if I cried at that part or the part where his dad died. I don't remember. George Lopez was hilarious too. His character was so... Okay. That was so funny, dude. George Lopez, he was hilarious. He was like, it went up his ass. Oh, it's raining in the game now. But, dude, Blue Beetle is just peak, dude. This movie's greatness. And, dude, I don't know how to pronounce the actor's name, but he killed it as Blue Beetle. I loved him as Blue Beetle. Like, he is Blue Beetle to me now. Like, that, he is Blue Beetle. He captured that character so well. Like, bro, my man killed it. This movie is so good. This is one of the best DC movies, bro. Oh my god. But, if this movie is not in the new DCU, I'd say this is probably my second, maybe like second or third favorite DCEU movie. Because the Suicide Squad is my favorite one. That movie's so good. But so is Blue Beetle. And bro, it was so funny. And also, did they sneak a fuck in there? Did they sneak the fuck word in there? Because there was a scene. It's like towards the beginning. It's like when he first is that when he's at right before he gets the scarab, if that's how you say it. He's walking up to that girl. He's like, hey, hey, hey. Yeah. Oh, and then he's trying to catch up to her, and it sounds like he goes, fuck, like he whispers it. I don't know if I just heard it wrong, but I feel like I heard it. So I might have snuck a F word in there. But Blue Beetle's fire. So I'm giving it 4.5 stars. It's close to 5 because I just loved it. This shit was raw, dude. I love this movie. I feel like I always feel like there should be more. Oh, the Batman. Why did George Lopez call Batman a fascist? Like, bro, what? but but they talk about Batman in Gotham and Superman in Metropolis and Flash in Central City. I was like, oh, oh, and dude, the Ted Kord suit they show it. It looks, it was so comic accurate. That shit was crazy. We know Ted Kord alive though. Come on, give me more. Okay. Next up, we'll talk about My Adventures with Superman because, dude, this show is so good. Spoilers, I love this show. I absolutely adored this show, actually. I'm giving this show 5 stars. I'm going to tell you right off the bat. But, spoilers. Maybe 4.5. But come on, it's so good. Jack Quaid was really good as Superman, and I love that this Superman is your good old-fashioned, just the nicest dude you've ever met Superman, because I love that shit. The Christopher Reeve Superman movies are greatness. The first Superman movie with him is my favorite Superman movie, and Christopher Reeve is my favorite Superman. Like, dude, I love that he's like that. He's so nice. He cares about everyone. He's like, I'm gonna save everybody. I love that shit. And like, he's just figuring out his powers. They do some new stuff. Like, they changed a lot of the stuff. Like, it takes him a while to find out about Krypton and Jor-El, because Jor-El keeps speaking like Kryptonian. Language is a new thing that they did, and so and then he starts to think like he's evil. He's like, they sent me here to kill everybody, but like that's not true. And that shit's crazy. And then, dude, that multiverse episode with Mr. Mixapitlick, however you say it, they say it in the episode, and I was like, oh, I know how to say it now, and then I completely forgot. But I like him as a character, and I like, dude, whenever he was snapping and it was showing Superman as the old cartoon versions, I was like, oh shit, because I love that kind of shit. I'll never ever get tired of shit like that. It just always puts a smile on my face. Like, I just love that kind of shit. And then so there's like a council of Lois Lanes. It's like, bro, what? I really like Superman and Lois's relationship in this show, though. I actually do. That was one of my favorite parts. Their relationship in this show was so good. Like, it was awesome. And when they finally get together, I was just like, yes. I felt so happy for them. I was like, yeah, let's go. And dude, the way kryptonite affected him in this show was crazy. It was like the green veins, and then it started to like puff up on him. It looked like in the last episode. This shit was crazy. But man, it was so good. And all the villains, you had Dr. Ivo and the Parasite. They did a new thing with that, and dude, he went fucking kaiju mode at the end. I was like, oh my god. And Amanda Waller was in this show, which I was not expecting that. And Deathstroke was in it, and he was pretty cool, even though his mask was interesting. It was like, it wasn't the half orange, half black. It was just like all orange, and it was like a skull looking thing, kind of. And they did a new take on Silver Banshee. I thought that was cool. I liked her mask. I know usually I'm pretty sure she just has the powers, but they did like that techie mask thing. That was kind of cool. And you had Livewire. It was cool to see her. And the two people with Silver Banshee. I think Invisible Man was one. He was alright. And then you had that big dude. I don't remember his name, but he was cool. But yeah, I think Silver Banshee was like the coolest out of them three. Yeah, this shit was crazy. I love this show though. It was so good. And when Mr. Mixapitlick had to get his hat to be like extra powerful, this shit was crazy. It is thundering in this game. I hope you can hear me over all this. But oh god, there's a dentist back there. Hopefully it ain't Dr. Alan Feinstein from The Dentist. I love those movies. They're fucking hilarious. But Superman. And dude, the ending. Oh wait, no, hang on. So I don't remember. I think it's episode 8 maybe. I don't remember which one. The one with Vicky Vale. Whenever they said Vicky Vale, I was like, yo, hold up. Are they gonna... Batman? I was like, are we gonna get Batman? Are they gonna show Batman? Is Batman gonna be it? Batman reference? Batman Easter? But no Batman. But they talk about Gotham, and dude, but Vicky Vale was there. And I was like, holy shit. They're throwing hints at us that, yeah, guys, you know, there's maybe a Batman in this universe. So, like, maybe we'll see a Batman one day in this universe. I wonder who would voice him. I don't know. But, dude, I was like, you can't be you throwing Vicky Vale in there, you know everyone's gonna automatically be like, Batman. That was me. And then they talk about Gotham, and I was like, bro, Batman is so doing shit over there in this universe, for sure. He doing shit. I know it. I just know it. But, yeah. I was like, Michael's just like, why aren't you singing? Because I'm doing a video, Michael. But no, this show is goated. I loved it. And it's so good. And the finale, dude, when he has to go up there and Jor-El helps him, I was like, yo, this is fire. But then they tease 2 new villains at the end for season 2, and you get Brainiac. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like Brainiac's design. Like, why does he look like that? Like, he's a robot, like, which I'm pretty sure that's like a typical thing sometimes. But like, he's like, his face is, it's shaped like a fucking, like, if you saw the episode, you know what I'm talking about. Like, why does he's not even green? Like, what? Why does Brainiac look like that? And then Zod, he's got that helmet on, so you can even see his face. But he's got the Superman shape. He doesn't have the S, obviously, but he's just got the shape, the triangular thing. So, I guess Brainiac and Zod are gonna be teaming up in season 2. Dude, that's crazy. Like, they're both mad powerful. Superman, come on, bro. But I love Superman. This shit was fire. This show was amazing. I like Jimmy Olsen. He was funny in his Flame Bird, and he was rich at the end. He sold it. Yeah, dude. It's My Adventure Superman. 4.5 to 5 stars. All right, now we're gonna move on to Meg to the Trench. Yo, dog, this movie is alright. I didn't love this movie. I thought it was gonna be a lot better. And like, I can actually say that I liked the first one better. I thought this one was gonna be better just because it had more shit. You had 3 Megs and the Kraken, bro. I was so ready for this movie to be fire, and it just wasn't. Like, I enjoyed it. It was good, but I didn't love it. Like, cause like, you know what? I'm gonna rant a little bit. Spoilers. Why are there human villains in this movie? They took up way too much of the movie. I was pissed the whole movie because of them. Like they spent way too much time on human villains, and to me, human villains are useless in a movie like this. We don't need them. This movie is about 3 megalodons. Why do we need human villains? And why do they take up 90% of the movie? I have 3 Megs. Why can't we just focus, and a Kraken? Why can't we just focus on them? Like, and then by the time the human villains are all dead, they've already taken up most of the movie, and the movie's almost over. It's dumb, and I was not a fan of that at all. It was pissing me off the whole time. I was like, can we move on from these humans? And we just never did. So that's my main issue with this movie, and that's why I don't love it very much. Way too much time on them. And like, in those dinosaur creature things, they were alright too. But like, I just thought we were gonna be spending time with the Megs and Jason Statham and the Kraken. Cause all the stuff with that was cool. All the Meg scenes were cool, and all the Kraken stuff was cool. Like when he pulled down the helicopter, and then the blades chopped one of his tentacles off, and then you get a Meg v Kraken battle. That shit was tight. But like, why couldn't have the whole movie been like that? It would have been awesome if the whole movie was like that. And then Jason Statham is taking out these Megs because he's just awesome. It's just the biggest Meg anyone's ever seen. And he blows one's like brain up, and then the other ones get killed and shit. Like, just like, bro, why were the human villains even in this movie? I didn't need them. It's so dumb. I hated it. I didn't hate the movie. I hated them. I hated the human villains. They were ass. They came so close to just ruining the whole fucking movie. Like, they pretty much did, but like, I enjoyed the movie a little. The scene in the beginning was cool when the Meg ate the shark, even though it was a ripoff of the scene from the last Sharknado. It's about damn time, or it's about time. Dude, literally that movie starts with dinosaurs, and then a Meg comes out and it eats a T-Rex and it pulls it in the water. It was just like this movie, except the last Sharknado came out first, so Meg 2 copied the last Sharknado. Bam. I just rewatched all the Sharknado movies, dude. I can't even lie to you, I love those movies. They're so good. They're so great. The CGI is horrible, and that's why they're good, and they're hilarious. Dude. I love that franchise. Sharknado. Like, dude. Those movies are so fucking funny. If you want to watch a movie that's just fun and dumb and greatness, watch Sharknado. I just watched all 6, dude. Come on. Okay, sorry, I'm distracted. I gotta talk about Meg. Yeah, this movie was alright. Oh, and like, bro, chick from the first one ain't even in it. She just died off screen. Like, okay. Why? Like, what was the point of that? Was she busy? Did she just not want to be in this movie? I don't know. I'm giving this movie 3.5 stars, bro. It was it could have been better. The first Meg was better. Okay, moving on. I Am Groot season 2. My brother will be talking about some of this with me.
I know, this show was awesome.
Yeah, we really liked I Am Groot season 1 because it's just a fun series of shorts of Baby Groot. How could you not love that? So season 2 was really fun. The first one was that one with the egg.
Yeah.
That one was cute.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Then the second one was where he went that nose.
Well, yeah, we could talk about the first one a little bit. But dude, when they found that giant one, the giant like bird thing, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because he was running away from all the baby ones until he runs into the big one.
I was like, bro, spoilers by the way, I guess. But yeah, dude, that was funny. I liked the first one. And then was the second one the nose one?
Yeah, there was, because the second one was the nose one.
I don't remember the exact order. We might be talking about these a little out of order.
No, it's the second one, the nose one, I'm pretty sure.
The nose one was funny.
Yeah,
it reminded me of the episode of SpongeBob where Patrick gets a nose. That's what it reminded me
that's
of.
funny. But when he's eating all his stuff and he's like playing the games and he smells it, he's like, oh no.
Oh yeah, because he gets his nose and he goes back in his room and he's like, oh god, this is what it smells like. And he sprays all that stuff on him.
Yeah.
That was funny. I liked the nose one. That was funny.
The nose one was pretty good.
And Groot noses around.
Yeah.
And then the third one was my favorite one of season 2.
The ice cream truck.
No, the snowman one. The third one is the snowman
that was
one.
my favorite one.
Yeah, the snowman one is my favorite of season 2.
Yeah, that one's my favorite.
Because we get a fucking Terminator snowman. I was like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah, but he's currently still alive because at the end he's like Iron Giant.
Yeah, dude, I love Iron Giant.
He's like Iron Giant where he still like opens his eye.
Yeah, but the Terminator snowman, bro. That shit was so funny.
Awesome.
And when he's doing the snow angels and he makes his arms and legs taller.
Yeah.
That one was my favorite.
Bro,
one.
if I came to that universe and saw it, I would be like, who is here that's that tall?
Right? It's like, bro.
Siren Head.
Also, like, what are the Guardians doing while Groot's off doing all this
I
shit?
know.
Do they always just let him just do whatever the fuck he wants when they go to places?
Wait, at the end, doesn't he like throw that glass cup and he says, bro?
Yeah, you hear Rocket say, dude.
Yeah.
Rocket had a cameo last season, but like he actually shows up. But this time you just hear his voice. He doesn't like show up.
Is he the only Guardians person that showed up?
Yeah.
Instead for Groot?
Yeah, well, you see Drax taking a shower in season 1, but they just show his back, so that
I
doesn't really
remember
count
that.
because you know it's not Dave Bautista.
Did you just see that?
No,
In
whatever.
the background, all the lights just went on.
Whoa, I wasn't paying attention. But and then the next one was there's 2 more. The ice cream one and what's the other one?
No, I'm pretty sure. No, the ice cream one's the 4th one.
Well, yeah, but what was the one after that? So we have 2 more to talk about.
The one after that was when he didn't say that guardian egg thing. And
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah.
But the 4th one is the ice cream one, I think.
The
That
fourth
one was really funny. That might be my second favorite one.
Yeah, that was probably. I would say it's maybe my 3rd.
Yeah, maybe 3rd because I like the last one. That
The
one's my
first
favorite.
one was my favorite, my second favorite.
The first one, the egg one.
Yeah, I like that one.
But the ice cream one was really funny because
Yeah.
like there's just space ice cream trucks. Like I didn't know.
I
that.
know.
And there's a claw machine on the Guardian ship.
Is there actually? Oh yeah, the candy
Like-
coins.
Yeah, like bro, what?
I I'm assuming that wasn't their idea. That had to be Groot's idea.
And the celestial bar he gets, because he gets like an ice cream thing or a popsicle thing, and it's the face of the celestial.
He really blows it up.
Yeah, that
And
was funny.
You can see a Howard the Duck one.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Howard the Duck popsicle.
We're big Howard the Duck people.
Oh yeah, I love Howard the Duck.
Give him a special on Disney Plus.
I know.
Seth Green.
He needs his own show.
I would watch it, no cap.
Oh,
The
really?
original Howard the Duck movies. It's a good movie. It's fucking weird, but I can have fun with it. There's duck tits in it, like Pokemon. That fucking movie, man. That movie's a
Bro, that's
weird.
way too weird.
Okay. Last one is the egg one with the Watcher. Dude, the fact that the
Yeah.
Watcher's first, like, non-animated appearance is in I Am Groot is so funny. Even though I guess I Am Groot is technically animated, but it's made not to look animated, so that's why I don't say that's animated. It's like the Lion King remake. Sure, technically it's animated, but it's made to not look animated, so I don't consider it animated.
I know, I don't. I know it's animated.
Right, like, but yeah, so the Watcher is really funny though. He's like narrating and he's like questioning him as he's doing it, so I thought that was funny. And Groot's just sense of I don't really care. It's just funny because like he does not give a shit the whole episode. It's like the prophecy, you gotta save it, and then it just melts. He's like,
But
no.
They think he's gonna save it, but he really just wants his bouncy ball.
Yeah, and then the stuff falls on him, and he comes out, and he's like, oh, maybe this was the prophecy. So, like, uh-oh. But, that was funny. So, I Am Groot Season 2 is really good.
I like it.
I really liked it. I'm gonna give
Yes.
it, like, 4 stars.
I'm gonna give it 5 stars.
I really liked it. Moving on, we're gonna talk about the Nun 2.
Oh, thanks to it now.
Because I saw this movie on, like, the 7th, I think. I actually really liked this movie because the first one I liked when I first watched it, and then I rewatched it like the day before I went and saw Nun 2, and bro, that movie's kind of mid. I don't love the first Nun movie. It's okay. It's a decent movie. Not great. But this one was a big step up. Like, the Nun did not come to play in this one. So I would actually recommend checking this movie out because it was a lot better than the first Nun. And the Nun, she wasn't pulling no punches in this movie. So yeah. But now I'm gonna get into spoilers. Let's go. Dude, this bitch lit a dude on fire in the first 8 minutes. That's how I knew. Whenever that happened, I was like, this movie's gonna be better. And it was. And it has Storm Reed in it. Like, can't go wrong with Storm Reed. She was just in The Last of Us show. She was Riley. And she's in The Invisible Man. And that is a 5-star movie.
Wait, isn't she an Invisible Man?
Yeah. Love Invisible Man. 5 stars. But yeah, she's in it. And I liked Sister Irene this time. I mean, I liked her in the first one too, but I really liked her in this one. And Maurice is back, and he's all possessed and shit. That's how they say the Nun is back, is like she possessed him and she like makes him do shit. But yeah, and dude, I really liked the Nun in this one because again, she did not come to play. She was wrecking fools. And then, well, she did kill a kid, and then you see all the blood. I was like, oh damn. I was like, this movie's kind of. It's like this movie joins the club of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, Halloween Ends, where you have child death, and some other movies. I can't think of any more right now. Skinamarink. Dude, Skinamarink is so good. But back to Nun 2. Oh, and they do that whole thing with like the eyes and shit. That was crazy. And the Nun actually gets him at the end. And dude, the way they defeat her was really cool. I like the way that they did it. Where they bless the wine and it turns into the Jesus blood and then it goes all over her. And she's like, oh shit, I'm done. That was crazy. I thought it was really cool the way that they did it. And dude, that goat demon that they did, you know what? Whenever they talked about the goat, like the first time they talk about it, the devil eye when it shines or whatever, I was like a little bit after that when they go back to it, I was like, wait. I was like, is there gonna be like a goat demon? And then there was. I was like, and he looked like Krampus. I was like, what the fuck? And when he's chasing them down the stairs, I was like, dude, if I was him, I would be so scared. Like, I don't, like, it's not scary, but like, if it was real, I was like, that would be fucking horrifying. Just a goat demon just storming at you, like, no thank you. So it's fucking terrifying. But yeah, man, I was like, god damn, fuck that dude. It was cool though. I liked him. He was a cool new villain. No, don't turn the radio on. What do you want me to get copyrighted? Turn the radio off. What are you doing, Michael? You're trying to get me copyrighted. Shit, man. Trying to talk about Nun II over here. God. Anyway, this movie was good. I like it. It's a good movie. 4 stars for Nun II. And the first one gets like 3 because it's mid. It's not horrible. I can watch the first one. It's watchable, but it's not greatness. Damn. Hey, Nun 2 is really good though. Nun 2 is good though. I like the scene where all the magazines are flipping and then it makes Nun. That's cool. And then they like make her out of the wall too. And that was crazy. That poor little girl. She's gonna be traumatized.
Did they ever make a fucking movie? I swear to God, I'm going to.
They were going to, but it got canceled.
I know.
And I wish that it didn't because I was very interested in that. Crooked Man.
I wanted to watch it.
Crooked Man movie would have been fire.
Crooked Man deserves more.
He deserves his own movie. But yeah. Oh, and they did save Maurice at the end. They got him unpossessed. That was cool. So, yeah. Nun II. What? Oh, that's fire. Heck yeah. That's dope. Oh, and the credit scene. Was really cool. Well, I mean, it was like 3 seconds long, but you hear the phone ring, and then you see Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, you know, Ed and Lorraine. They pick up the phone, says it's an emergency. Oh, and then bam, you're done. So we're teasing Conjuring 4, Last Rites, I believe is what the title is. So I'm excited for that because I like Conjuring. So I'll be there for that as well. But yeah, Nun 2 was really good. I really enjoyed it. 4 stars. All right, moving on to the last thing that we're going to be talking about. Very drastic change. We go from Nun 2 to Elemental.
Yes! I love it.
Yo, let me just say right off.
One of the best Pixar movies.
Okay, I wouldn't say all that, but it was really good. And I'm not gonna lie. From the trailers, I thought this movie was gonna be mid as fuck. I went into this movie expecting it to be mid. That's probably why I liked it so much. It was really good. I actually was very surprised by how much I liked it because literally I thought this movie was gonna be so mid. And then I watched it and I was like, yo, wait, this movie's like fire. Wait, no pun intended, because I know the main character's fire. But yeah, it was really good, but also it was really sad because like I'm single, so watching this movie is like a little depressing, but it's okay. But I liked the characters. I liked Ember a lot, and I liked Wade in the way that they did their relationship was really good. And dude, spoilers, the ending. I almost thought this movie would have a depressing ending because Wade fucking dies at the end, pretty much.
I know, but then he comes back by crying. His crying was so annoying.
Yeah, I didn't like that he cried all the time. I was like, this is kind of annoying. Like, because at this like random shit.
And when they tried to make each other cry, the Fire Lady versus Waterman. I don't know their names.
Ember was the Fire Lady, and
Ember.
Wade is the Water guy.
Wade?
Yeah, Wade.
Oh.
Also, yo, where was John Ratzenberger at, bro?
Oh yeah.
Is he not in all their movies anymore? Like, what the hell happened? Where he at? Come on now.
Yeah.
Cloud Lady was funny. I don't remember her name.
Cloud Lady? I don't even know if they said her name.
No, I think they did. I just don't remember what it was. Oh, Gail. I think it was Gail. Because I remember being like, oh, Gail, scream.
She's so angry.
Yeah, she was funny, though.
She's like angry in like most of the movies parts she's in.
I really liked it, though. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
I'd give it like
good.
4 stars. It was funny, too, at some parts.
Yeah.
And that scene where they dance together, I was like, oh. Oh, and then they do that dumb cliche that I can't stand, where the characters argue and they split up for a little bit.
I know, like
that cliche is in every movie, and I'm tired of it. Can we move on from that? Can we stop? It's in every movie. It's in The Bad Guys. It's in Shrek. It's in Toy Story a little bit. Fucking Monsters Inc.
It's like Pixar's favorite thing.
It happens in Luca. Like, bro, can we stop?
Yeah.
It happens in It.
Does
It literally happens in It. Yeah, remember after they fight Pennywise in the Kneeball house, all the kids argue, and then Bill punches Richie in the face, and they all split up. I was like, bro, can we stop doing
but
this?
10 out of 10.
I'd give it 4 stars.
10 out of 10, boy.
But, yeah, so I guess that about does it for all this. Oh, by the way, I was gonna talk about, now, We all know the story of Spider-Man Lotus, the fan film that was made by horrible people. I'm not gonna touch on it, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. That's why I'm not talking about it in this video. Because if I had seen it, I would. But I'm thinking about watching it just. But like, the reason I'm thinking about it is because there's so many memes. Everyone's making fun of it, and I've heard it's shit. I've heard it's so bad, and it looks horrible.
Can I talk about one more thing about Elemental?
What?
That tree kid was annoying.
Yeah,
When
he
he
was.
was growing the flowers on man's armpits.
Yeah, he was alright.
Man was in it for like 3 seconds.
I know.
Every part 3 seconds.
Right. But I'm thinking about maybe watching Spider-Man Lotus just for the memes and just because it looks so bad. So if I do watch it, I'll give that its own video, since I won't have enough stuff to talk about to make it more than like this video where I talk about more than one thing. I mean, I guess I could. Oh yeah, by the way, Ahsoka's out. I know it's good. I didn't talk about it because it's not over yet. So when it finishes, I'll talk about it. But yeah, so the Spider-Man Lotus thing, I might maybe watch it, even though I'm not excited because it's made by horrible people and it looks ass. So I might not even watch it. I'm debating if I should or not. But if I do, I'll do a video about it and you'll see all that. So yeah, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video recap. We did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, Blue Beetle, My Adventures of Superman, Meg 2 the Trench, I Am Groot Season 2, The Nun II, and Elemental. So yeah, guys, please give this video a like. Please subscribe, really helps out all of y'all, and check out some other videos.
Peace.